Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the program Woman to Woman with the adorable Adesuwa Sawage. You know, sometimes when things happen with women, around women, for women, you begin to wonder if this my gender, if truly we are okay. Because how do you explain a woman or some group of women or some set of women who enjoy violence in relationship? I was discussing with somebody the other day. I said, yeah, you don't love me. If you love me for the beats me, as in, I don't understand. If for the beats you, does violence show love? What is the relationship between violence and love? For a man to hit you, that's part of violence, for goodness sake. I don't know if she understands what that really means. And some women just like to fight. They like to quarrel. They like to be beaten blue, black. And then they not settle in the other room. They say, not me, that it's quite interesting. And then the guy will not be treating your bruises and all of that. I don't understand. For me, I think it's a psychiatric problem, big one. But let's look at young girls. A lot of young girls these days that are endangering their lives. For whatever reason, I don't know. You are in a relationship, a man beats you up, he messes you up, he harasses you, he disgraces you everywhere, and you don't want to leave. What is holding the girl down? So we want to look at violence in relationship. Women who enjoy violence in relationship, what is the catch? The catch is what we're going to look at today. So I have Joy with me in the studio. Joy, I don't know how I missed that your other name again. Okpani. Yeah, Okpani. Joy Okpani is in the house with me. She's a young girl, and incidentally, she's also a staff. So we got talking, and I really enjoyed her gist. And I said, Joy, let's go do this. Since Lady Isaac Bonhi was supposed to be here with us, but she's very busy somewhere now, so she couldn't come. So, Joy, let's do this. I said, okay, Joy, let's talk about this. So, Joy, pleasure to have you join me today.
Thank you, Mom.
You look good, girl.
Thank you.
Wish I could do my hair like this. I'll think about it, okay? All right, Joy, the thing is this. Girls who enjoy violence in relationship, what is the catch? What is keeping them in that relationship?
It's quite interesting because I've heard a few stories where a girl is beaten up and then
mercilessly,
like injuries and all, she's scars all over her body. And the next thing is probably her man or her boyfriend or husband is getting her a present, like
beating her.
For beating her, like maybe he buys her flowers or bone straight hair, maybe something flashy, and she'll be like, okay, he still loves me, so I will still stay, because she's getting gifts after each beating, each flog that she gets something out of it. So whatever, anytime he hits her,
and she thinks the man loves her.
The man loves
What's
her.
the relationship? I know. How do you bring that love from such a relationship?
I don't know how they think though, but they probably feel they want to be dominated by a man to feel like, okay, they mean something to him. Because most people think, okay, because this man has power over me, this man has dominance over me, then he's a man, then he can take care of me. But meanwhile, that is actually wrong, because I would not stay in a relationship where somebody hits me because of gifts or whatsoever. I would not want it for anybody.
I wish we could get a man in the studio now to tell us
what they think about
what they think about it. I don't understand how you can say you love a girl or you love a woman and then you beat her. Let me use the pidgin word. What we use on the show. And you pose the girl, you panabit the girl anyhow, and then you say you love that girl.
At times
and girls are still what you know, young girls your age. What's the new thing? What's the new trend? What did they happen? Like a young man was talking to somebody today after wronging him, and instead of him to apologize, he was like, what to be the acts? What to be your act? I was like, what is wrong with this one? So for young girls, what is the act? What do you mean act?
I don't know what the act is about, so I would never lie about it. I don't know what the act is about, because like I said earlier, most of them see that because this man has dominance, this man has power, then he's a man. But meanwhile, that's not a real definition of a man.
Okay.
Because a real man will not hit you constantly. A real man will not beat you or embarrass you or drag you in public just because he says he loves you. That's not love. That's very, very toxic. Because
perhaps if the guy was poor, the woman would leave.
She would
I'm
leave.
sure there is something, there's some kind of money or good benefit that's coming from that.
She would definitely leave because there's no money.
For how long is she going to like tolerate that beating till she gets to her
I don't know how she wants to be there, because staying there is putting her a risk on her health, mentally, Otherwise, every area of her life is putting her at risk because she can't just be where a man just constantly hits her and thinks that is love. If you're in that kind of relationship, you have to run very far away because, and most of the time, it's actually very hard for them to leave that kind of relationship.
Yes.
Some of them will be like, okay, I want to leave. I've crossed my mind. I'm leaving this relationship today. And then it hits her again. And because of fear, because of that fear that he has installed in her, she'll be like, okay, let me still stay a bit. Let me gather up my strength. And the next time she tries to gather up her strength, he beats her down again.
Okay, let's go to somewhere in Ethiopia. I was surfing the net and I saw there's a place where women are beaten mercilessly. That word, mercilessly. Women are flogged mercilessly in order to show that they love their men. It is a tribal ceremony that takes place somewhere in Ethiopia. It's something among the, some village women, some are.
Their way of thinking is very different.
Yes, so it is a brutal ceremony in which women are whipped mercilessly to show their love and affection. And this has been revealed in pictures by a certain photographer who went there and saw that, this is crazy. So the thing is this.
It's very real.
Even in some cultures, it is something they adore. The women beg for it. The women ask for it. Say, oh, okay. After reading this, I was like, that just got me to my husband. I say, oh, yes, I get flogged.
Flog me, beat me, show me you love
that I love you. I don't get them. I don't get them at all. So we're going to open our lines now, please. We're going to open our lines. The phone number is going to be on your screen shortly. Give us a call. Let us know if it is normal for a man to beat up his wife, or for a guy to beat up his babe, or for a fiancé or fiancé of whatever fian level you are in to beat up your woman as a show of love. And for you women too, is the women we're really concerned about now.
Very concerned.
How do you feel? How do you like it? A man wants to sleep with you, you want to be flogged first, you want to be beaten first. You want to be manhandled, and then I think it's a psychiatric problem that you need to see a psychiatrist for you to enjoy being beaten up. So let's say if we can take some calls, if you can bring the number on the screen, and PD, please just put the number on the screen. Let's see if we can get 1, 2, or 3 calls on if it is good for a woman to enjoy violence in a relationship. So Joy, this place now where it's somewhere in Ethiopia where the brutal ceremony takes place is actually a serious ceremony that brings people together, that brings women together to come and show off love. Okay, Oga, come and flog me.
Come and flog me.
Come and flog me, this, so that you will know that I love you. Is that not crazy?
It's really, really a lot to take in. First time hearing that, I'm very, very surprised by it because if it's a tradition, if it's a tribal way of life, it's going to be very hard to even intervene in that matter. So if you walk up to a woman from Sudan now, from South Sudan, saying, oh, it is wrong for you to be beaten up to show a man that you love him, she will ask you, are you okay? Because this is their tradition, it's their way of life.
Yes.
You can't do that here because it's not a way of life. So, but if you just...
But some women here like it.
To be beaten up?
Yes, some women here like it. I once lived somewhere, I will not mention the place now, so that the person knows how they talking about what beats me, where the woman enjoy being beaten. She can just sit down and say, make I spoil this man something. Let me spoil some of his. Let me just do something that will make...
She just enjoys being beaten up.
Yes, once she wants to be laid, that's what she does. She'll be like, let me do something to make this man hate me. After that, then she enjoys making out with him. And she feels that is normal. Anything outside that is not normal.
She needs to be checked up because...
So we have our call lines on your screen, and it's 080-7777-030. Yeah, it's just there on your screen, please. So give us a call. Let us know what you think about this whole issue where a woman enjoys violence, and the men that even enjoy the violence with the women too, because if the woman, like somebody was saying that because the woman enjoys being beaten, so he has taken it upon himself to help her keep happy, that's the only thing that keeps his woman happy. So yeah, he could just hit her for no reason at all.
She probably has a mental problem they don't know about.
And there are so many, but it's a mental problem,
It
honestly.
has to be a mental problem. Because probably from growing up, they've probably seen men beat women and they feel, okay, this is the way or they show their love to each other, and probably just adapted it as the new normal to them.
It's not a new norm.
But since it's happening, what you want to
Have you ever been beaten by a guy?
Actually, no, and I pray it never happens. Because
What
my
about,
family
okay, what it be? Your family.
My family sure.
Are you going to
me.
marry your husband with your family? Once you're married, you carry your family and go and marry your husband.
That's
what about all those small slaps that we just give you? Just say, I didn't mean it now.
I have never received a slap, and I hope I will not ever receive a slap.
Okay, so when you do, what will you do?
I'm going to back out instantly, because if you can slap me just because you say, oh, you were angry and out of mistake, if you can slap me once, you can beat me again.
It's
and
only
you can
once
beat me to the point that I'm almost dying.
It's only once.
No,
now.
that once is a very big thing in my eye, and I feel I don't.
You know, some mothers really encourage it. Some mothers do.
Yeah, actually.
If their kids come back home, their daughters to say that, okay, this is what I suffered in the hands of my man.
They say, go enjoy.
Just only this one small slap. You should come and see what your father did to me now. You know that kind of a thing, and I'm beginning to like, is that supposed to be an advice or what? That you like it? Should you now push your daughter to like it?
I don't know why they did that. Some mothers actually did that. Funny enough, a friend of mine back there when I was younger, I'm still very young, but like in my early years of university,
yeah,
she was in a serious relationship. She was older than me. She was like 4 years older than me, and she got into this relationship, about to get married, and the man actually hit her. They've already finalized traditional marriage and everything else, just meaning the white wedding and probably court wedding. But the way he hit her was not like maybe like a small tap, like he blew her on her face, like he blew her and her nose got broken. And she actually talked to us about it, and we're like, can you stay? Will you stay in this kind of relationship? As friends now, normally we advise her to leave the relationship. But what happened? She told her mom told her to endure, that he would change, endure. Okay. As well, last year, they had to divorce because he was beating her black and blue. And it was very, very bad, actually. He was beating her black and blue. You
know, if you are that kind of a woman, we have our phone number on the screen, so call us if you have to. And only to talk about this topic. If it's any other thing, don't call, please. All right, the line is open to both men and women, those who enjoy violence in marriage, those who enjoy perpetrating violence in relationship, not just marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, A, and B, that kind of a relationship, you know. Those who enjoy perpetrating violence and those who enjoy the violence, okay? Some women like it. It's just what they want. And some men, they are udunga when it comes to beating up women. That is just it. And then later, you hear them say, I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it.
I don't understand what that means. I didn't mean it.
You say it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, if you say it's a mistake, I mean, you can actually do it again, because nothing's just done out of mistake. For you to actually have the mindset to even raise your hand at me, I understand you can get angry. Of course, everybody gets angry. There are times probably I could upset you to the point that you want to hit me, but not to the point to actually raise up your hand to hit me. The moment you do, like I said earlier, I'm going to work out, because it's going to be a lot to handle. And people who stay in violent relationships, they need to find their way to come out, because I know it takes a lot of strength to do that. It takes a lot to handle. A friend of mine, actually, she was in a bit of abusive relationship the last 2 years, and she kept it secret from all of us. Like, she kept it, she didn't want us to know, because she knew if she told me, normally I would have gone like, okay, what's up, confront the guy, because I'm that kind of person.
You go and put your mouth in matter that does not concern you. She's a friend, from not your daughter.
She's more like a sister to me than a friend. She's been there for me from through thick and thin, so I would definitely do anything for her.
Yes.
She didn't say anything. I actually had a feeling that something was going on. So I kept on calling, and she eventually opened up. She was crying that this is what happened, that they went out and he hit her in public. Oh. Just like a slap or something in public. I'm like, has this been happening before? She kept quiet. When I go back to Benin, we discussed, okay, what really happened? Just talk with me, just flow with me, let me know what happened. And she told me, she opened up like, okay, for the past 4 years they've been together, like during her school years, from 100 level to that he has been actually been hitting her. But she just didn't know how to bring it up to me, or how to say it.
And she wants to marry the guy.
And she actually had that goal to marry him. She had the goal to marry him by all means. So we actually had to involve her parents in the matter. I had to call her mom and say, Mommy, see, this is what's happening, you know, this is what your daughter, your baby girl is going through, and she's the only child from her mom.
How?
So this is what's going on. Her mom had to intervene, her dad had to call before they had to break them off. He even tried coming back into her life as her last year. And when I realized, I took her phone for myself.
Perhaps because he truly loves her but can't control himself.
You may love
or
somebody.
is there something she does that makes him hit her?
Knowing my friend, she's a sweetheart, but sometimes she's annoying. Everybody has that part of that, but still.
So maybe it's that annoying part that gives the guy the right to like.
Okay, you can beat me. Annoying in the part of okay, maybe to play around it, to laugh about things. Just normal couple talk, normal couple fight here and there, but still, it's not enough reason to actually hit her. When she even brought up the issue, okay, what is the reason? Why would he hit you? What will even cause it for him to even raise his hand on you? There was nothing really. So I didn't want to seem like, okay, I'm siding with just my friend. Even though, yes, I was siding with my friend, I asked him, okay, you to talk to me, what really happened? Because myself and him, we actually talked.
Now, what will you do if a guy you love so much, as in you love,
very, very
original love, sweet one, genuine one, that kind of a guy. If that kind of a guy hits you by mistake,
hits me,
actually, will you not accept his sorry, his flowers, his cakes, his,
Probably
whatever?
The first time I will accept the sorry because why? I love him. And knowing my gender, knowing myself, we tend to love wholeheartedly. No matter what, we always stand by you because why? We love you. We have that heart to love no matter what. So that's why we have a very forgiving heart. So yeah, first time I will actually forgive you. But if it happens again, is that again that I will not stay for? Because I love you does not mean I will stay there and suffer in silence or suffer because I love you.
But it will be difficult for you to find another guy like him now.
He can
Somebody who would love you like that.
Well, it's going to be, I was going to say my father will love me, but I had to hold it. I was going to say my father will love me, but I can't marry my father, obviously, because he's my father. But still, the fact that I love him does not mean he's the only one there for me. He can go and somebody else who is even better than him can actually come my way. Because I know the God I serve.
Let me break your heart a little bit. I was driving through a street here in Benin, and then this guy pushed his girl.
Out of the car.
Obviously, his girl pushed her out of the car and drove off for, he just drove for some distance. He stopped, came out of the car and said, "If you know wrong, come meet me here now. If you know wrong, come." I was like,
what's this?
He said, if you know wrong, come meet me. That was just his word. And then the girl started running. She had to remove her slippers to run. And then as she was running, the guy was like driving forward. And I was like, what is wrong with this girl?
What kind of punishment is that?
What is wrong with this girl? Does she not know that this is violence? And I'm sure the guy already gave her a few slaps before he pushed her out.
Because before he can push her out of the car.
And then she started running after the car. And then the guy was just having the laugh of his life. He was laughing. He said, you, at the time you will come out of the car. Say, you go, I go suffer you away. I said, look, see these others that speak English. Where they suffer girl. And I was like, what did this guy, if you see the guy, it just be like one small war gecko like that. And I was like, what did this girl see in this guy? You need to see the pretty girl. What did this girl see in this guy?
What I would say about
that is making her go through this torture?
Probably because she had never received love growing up or at the stage she found herself. And probably the first person who showed her a little bit of kindness.
Yes.
She now mistook it for love, and probably now made her end up in that situation whereby she now thought, okay, this is love, this is real love. Meanwhile, that is not true love. So because of the little show of kindness that probably he had shown her, maybe he even got her suya now. Or probably it was just maybe one a bit of shawarma and ice cream. And she felt, okay, this person loves me. Meanwhile, that is not love. So most times, girls who probably don't even know what love is growing up, they may mistake a little bit of kindness as love.
Okay, for a woman who enjoys violence in relationship, just know that you must see a psychiatrist. You just have to. But unfortunately, such women don't even know that they have such issues. It's a mental issue. All right, I was speaking to a psychiatrist. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it today. It is a serious issue with your mental health. And it will not just affect you, the woman alone. It's going to affect your friends. It's going to affect anybody associated with you. So if you are that woman who loves to be beaten before sex, who enjoys being beaten for whatever reason, just because you want to have some peace, honestly, before you will allow somebody to kill you or kill yourself in the process, you need to see a doctor. be you a young girl, particularly that young girl who was running after the boyfriend, who was just maltreating her, the way he thinks is good for the girl. I mean, it's a very sad development, okay? If you're such a one, you have to desist from it, because you're not only going to harm one person, you're going to hurt a whole community. All right, so now let's hear your final word before we take our bow.
Oh, my final word is going to be, don't mistake kindness for love. So the fact somebody shows a little bit of kindness does not mean
the person loves you.
And take a step back to love yourself first. Pour all your efforts into loving yourself first before you can find love outside. Because if you don't love yourself, you have to start seeking approval from others before you start loving yourself, before you start saying, okay, this is a bit of love or that. Meanwhile, you don't love yourself. So put yourself first and make sure that, okay, if you're in that kind of relationship, try and open up to somebody you trust. That, okay, see, this is what I'm going through. Probably one or two persons can actually find a way to even help that person. So if in that kind of relationship, run far from it. I know it's going to be difficult because he may want to beat you down, maybe belittle you, downgrade your order with words and so, but still find your strength to come out from it. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you, Joy, for making my day on the program Woman to Woman.
Thank you very much.
We will see you again next week. Bye-bye.